Okay. Okay. So I think there. So I'll just start again from this point. We have storage plan. The storage plan, you configure the recording plan and also the recording retrieval on DSS. So recording plan, we have two: general recording plan and motion detection recording plan. So you can configure based on your requirements. So to configure general recording plan, you just select the site you want to configure, then click add recording plan, general recording plan, then select which device you want to do. Probably I'll just set one for this case. And then once I have configured that, so just move the period and the channel. So the period I'll use all time. You can use weekday, weekend, based on your requirements again. And then the position, it will tell you is stored on server. And then after that, I just say, okay. So it will add here the recording, even the stream type. So we are only recording the mainstream so that we can play back clear images. I can do motion detection recording plan. So again, the same thing, I have to specify which part of my organization, and then click add recording plan. So we record the mainstream all time, and then I specify again which channel, probably this fisheye. I use it to do the motion detection recording. So once I have this, I can just say okay, and then I'll have motion. So if I look at general recording plan, I have it. Then motion detection recording plan, I have it. I'll try and check if it would have recorded anything for us. Then recording retrieval, you can set video retrieval plan. So I can just add a video retrieval plan and set for this. This is, for example, you have recording in different sites, then I can retrieve that. The videos from the different parts. So let me use a different channel. I'll use maybe this so that we retrieve recording after it's saved on the device. We can retrieve it. So I can add that so that all the time is still retrieving. Or you can set it to do retrieving probably at night when the bandwidth is low. So it's now a decision from the manager of the system. Then we have file retrieval. So for file retrieval, again, if you have like ANPR pictures, snapshots, and such, you can add a file retrieval plan. So I'll actually set a file retrieval plan for all, and I will set it to only retrieve like 2 days before. Then time to execute the plan, I set to probably throughout. Then I say, okay. Okay, again, the device for file retrieval must be on that network. So for this case, I don't have a device, so I can't set the file retrieval plan. So I'll just skip that. Then I go to this next bit. So once we understand, like, we can set recording plan and recording retrieval plan, then we can move forward to the next level, which is event management. You remember I configured event from the device itself, from device management, but then again, I can create events right here. I can just add. Once you add, it's the same procedure. Probably it could be device, could be video channel, events, alarm input, access control channel, radar, device, parking lot, probably like things like block list, parking overtime, parking overline, reserved parking space, then lift control channel, and soft triggers. So we can have such. So I'll just use video channel again and probably say video loss, and then specify maybe this camera here. If we have video loss, then we trigger. Then, or let me use something like smart SMD. Then I select which device I want to do smart motion detection for vehicle. I can do for human or for vehicle. So let me do smart motion detection for vehicle and use this fisheye to trigger that event. And then again, I set the event attribute. Priority could be, I set medium. And then I set maybe weekday template instead of all period template. So only on weekdays. Then I set a linked action. For that case, I can trigger a snapshot. So I select maybe that camera or any other camera to take a snapshot. So I'll use this to take snapshot for that case. So it's this camera I'm configuring, but I'm triggering a snapshot on a different camera. Then I can also link a PTZ probably with a pattern or a tour for that case. I don't have a PTZ connected at the moment, but you can do that. I can also connect to an alarm device and do alarm. I can also link audio and light if I'm using a TIOC camera. If you know about TIOC 3-in-1, Dahua 3-in-1 TIOC, it has 3 functionalities. Number 1 is active deterrence, so it gives someone warning. Instead of the traditional stickers where I say this premise under CCTV, surveillance, we can use a TIOC to warn someone that you're under CCTV surveillance. Number 2, it is full color. So day and night, it will give you colored images. Then it also obeys IVS functionalities, that is tripwire, intrusion, object abandoned, object missing. Then I can also do HTTP URL and upload to file. I can also trigger emails if I have an email server. Then I notify which user. So I'll just use this system, or I also notify this other user that we created. Then I say, okay. The good thing is when you're configuring events, on the right side, it will tell you the procedure, starting from the source attribute, the linked action, the linked video, what to trigger, what to link with, the alarm output, if we are linking audio and light, so the different actions, then the protocol and which user exactly to notify. So that's what happens on the event center. So I will just go back again. And then I can search for events based on devices. I search the events that have occurred. I can also search video channel events for all devices. So we have these 2 events already configured. So this is just configuration page. I can also configure a map where I can use Google Maps. We usually have Google Maps and also actually right now we only have Google Maps. And then I can configure my map, set longitude and latitude, initial zoom level, or we can use also a map or Google Map based on what you prefer, and then position the different devices. So I won't go so much in depth with that. Then we have person and vehicle information. So we have like a person list. I can add users. So I add. So I say this is Zeph. I select the gender, everything, just more information about this person. I'm just doing a demo for that case. If I have any additional information, nickname and all that, residential information, if is the homeowner and such, the room number for this person, if I'm doing video intercom, authentication information, the validity, how, and then if I have a multi-factor authentication password or card, I add it here. Then access control permission, lift control permissions, face comparison, and vehicle group. So I can add all this information about a user. Again, we have vehicle list where I can add a vehicle for that case. So I'll just add the plate number, color. So if I'm doing probably entrance and exit management, this way I'll add vehicles, the brands, if I have the brand, then remarks, the group of the vehicles. So I can group vehicles again, and then I can also do an arming so that if this vehicle is detected, it triggers alarm. That's what you can do with person and vehicle list. Then we have watch list. We have face watch list where I can add someone's face. So I can just say list 1 face. Then the color is specified, and then save group. and add person. So I can now add details of someone if I already have a list. So I can add faces here and then do triggers and all that. Then I can do also vehicle watch list so that I add different vehicles and NPR cameras must be connected for this functionality. Okay, the next functionality is access control, where I can add door groups. I can create door groups. For that case, I specify which doors. So I can say maybe exit doors or entrance doors and such, and then customize and group them here so that I can provide access permission to specific door groups. So access permission group, I add all people here who are going to use that case, and then I give them access permission. Then we can also create public password for that case, public password name and to which doors specific. Or we can also do on video intercom and access control. Then we have some advanced rules like fast card unlock configuration, multi-card unlock configuration, anti-passback, multiple door interlock, and then remote verification. So these are just some extra functionalities of access control configuration. Then we have video intercom configuration, where we can configure call management, where we have call group configuration, manager group configuration, and relation group configuration. All of them you have to configure. Then we have residence configuration if you are setting up. So we can set simultaneous call where we receive a call to the mobile app at the same time to the indoor. And then we can also configure the different rooms we have. We can do contact synchronization. We can set a private password. We can generate QR codes for downloading the app and joining in. Then we have adding application users. That is for video intercom. Then we have attendance management. Of course, configuring attendance, we have to do that with an attendance device. We can also do that with our access control devices. All the whole access control devices, we can achieve time and attendance through software. We can use DSS. Another option we use is smart PSS. Currently, we have smart PSS Lite, which we can still use to do configuration. So the first thing is we have to set the attendance period. So I just add period 1, for example. Then color and everything, work time starts from probably 9 to 5 or 8 to 5. All this information, rules, allowed late check-in time, allowed early check-out time, absence time, overtime starts after how many minutes and such. Then you can also configure attendance holiday plan. So you configure that. Then you can also configure attendance shifts, and then also shift management. You can manage the different shifts on which days, which users, and then there are also other attendance terminals. So you can configure which access devices are attendance terminals, and then statistics, round out, round down, or round up. So if you are going 9.001 or 9, like plus or minus, so we are choosing, so should be round up and round down based on the compensation for attendance or the human resource rules you have for your organization. Then we have auto synchronization of the records, where we just set that every time we have attendance, it updates DSS, which is highly recommended. Then we have visitor management. For visitor management, we can set automatic visit and specify which devices we are doing visitor management. We can set automatic leave and add that. We have default visitor permissions. So which access control doors, which video intercom can they access? Then email templates, so you customize how you want the emails to look like. Then visitor pass remarks. So with visitor management, again, you can generate QR codes, which with our fact series devices or our face recognition video intercom, they can use QR code to scan and gain access. So we have that support. Then we have parking lot, where you can configure entrance and exit, and also parking management. Initially, we used to have PMS, but now all this we can do on DSS, so we can configure parking. So we just create a parking lot and then attach with vehicle groups. So we can have like general VIP vehicles, block list and such. Then we configure all parking rules. Then we have intelligent analysis. With the intelligent analysis, we are reviewing the different configurations for people counting functionalities. So I can add people counting and configure which camera to do people counting if you have the devices that support that functionality. Then we have scheduling of the report configuration. You can send automated emails for such rules for intelligent analysis. And then we have, I can also review system deployment. So we can have multiple servers, so I can add and allocate resources to the different servers, devices we have. Then I can also configure DSS cascade, where I can add another multiple sites for that. Then for licenses we had looked at, we have system parameters. We're just looking at configuring if I want to include SSL, so that is secure for DSS. I'll upload here SSL certificate and private keys, file security policies. So you can say file export, download, password, authentication. So if I'm exporting logs from this, then I can encrypt it. Encrypt exported files. Yes, we provide that functionality. Then message retention period. We have that for you can edit for alarm records, how long and all that in days. Then time synchronization, you can set synchronization schedule every time or sync when the devices come online. Or I can also configure email server so that I can connect DSS to that email server so that when you are triggering emails, they go through that server and deliver to that user. Then you have Active Directory I can configure. POS and signature, POS and signature I can configure here. Then we have the logging mode, security or compatibility. If we have very old models, we can enable compatibility mode, but it has some security threat that you must analyze first before you go through. Then we have remote logs, so I can send log. Then independent database deployment. So I can set up a database at a different location and connect it with my DSS server. Okay, then backup and restore is just for backing up and the configurations you already have, so that in the event this server fails, you can always retrieve the configuration back. Okay, now after doing all these configurations, we must look at the data that we get. So back to the home page, we have monitoring center. I'll open monitoring center so that we look at what I'm talking about. Under monitoring center, you configure the different views. So I'll just do something like this so that we have a live view of cameras that we have. Probably I'll put all of them. You'll ask CPU usage is high. This operation may cause an exception. Of course, give me a warning just in case we have challenges and such. So you can set up multiple views. So let me use this bigger one so that we look at what we have here. So it's saying most of the cameras are offline. Let me see this next window. It will take time to update all cameras, and then we'll have a live view of the different channels that we need. But what we have here is sufficient for the demonstration. So we'll have such cameras. Then I can just do the live view for the different cameras from this side. And the good thing is you can label all of this. You can even see them on a map if you have configured Google Maps for that case. Then if you have this, you can also play back. So just click this. Remember, I configured a continuous recording plan for one of these cameras. So I'll just be able to play back to that specific time. So you can just do that. So if you have videos, it will play back. If you don't have videos, it will not have anything to play back. So that's how you play back videos. And then once you have videos, you can select like where you have recording, which date, and then select and start to play back. The next thing, again on the same is, I can watch videos stored on the server, that is on DSS server, or I can also check devices stored on the device. So if these devices have storage like an NVR, I think we had an NVR somewhere. I'll just clear all this. Yeah, I'll use this. No videos. It means it's not connected to, it does not connected to cameras. So at the moment, let me see another one. We have this. Okay, also not connected. Yeah, I'll use this. Okay, yeah. So this is on the NVR. We have videos stored on it, so we can always play back those videos for that case. So it's based on the requirement, but again, I can play back videos stored from on the NVR from this server and check. I can play back one. Once I have a clip like this, I can just select, I can download this video from this point and use it, maybe transfer it somewhere else. I can cut the video. I can log this video. It's based on my requirement. I can also try to filter out my recordings. And then I can control, I have 3 different controls for my recordings. Then for this case, this is a live view. So for the NVR, I think we have cameras that are already existing, so we can do the live view. Yes, yes, we do. Okay, so I can also do configure view groups. Then also I can configure, I can also do a tour. So I'll just select this device and then create a tour. Probably let me do a 10-second tour. So every 10-second time lapse, it will switch the next view, just like that until you stop it. Then I can also put it in full screen like this, so that if I'm doing live view of my devices, it will keep showing and switching to the different lapses. So it's just a time lapse kind of setup. Then we have PTZ. So if I have PTZ, I can do PTZ control here. And if I have a network keyboard, then I can also configure it to control this PTZ, and I see that on DSS. Then we have video wall configuration. So you need to add a video wall, then do configuration from the decoder and all that. Then we have a map configuration for that case under monitoring center. So if you had set up the map, it will show on DSS so that you can see where exactly have I located, where is my camera, and then you click and even do live view of that camera from this. Okay, that is it with monitoring center at the moment, though I know probably as you implement DSS, you're going to have a lot of reviews and learn more on the same. Then we have event center, where I'm processing the different events. So if it's this event, I can see what exactly triggered this event. So it's playing some video. Then I can also do some local recording to the client. I can do, it's still pending, so I can process, I can say resolved, ignored, or forward. So forward, it means I forward to another user, I select the user and send them that event so that they work on it from DSS. If I choose, I can just say resolved, I add any comments that I have, and then I say resolved. So I can process all the events. Then we have event history, where I can search the different events and see which event. So the alarm type, motion detection, if it's face recognition, and then some statistics based on the events that you've had. We'll get that on DSS. Then we have alarm controller. So if you have events for alarm, then we'll have access to it here. Then we have Deep Explore. Deep Explore is kind of an advanced search. We can search records, we can search person, we can search vehicles. We can do face capture for records, body capture, vehicle capture, non-motor vehicle capture, access records, POS records, and MPT records. For person, it's only face, body, and person are archived. Then we have vehicle capture, where I can just search maybe for a plate number, and then search, I'll be able to get some results. So this, you have to configure AI first, then you come and do some smart events search. Then case bank, so we work with different incidents and then do processing. I create a case bank, I attach to an event, and then we process that. So we'll select an image and all that. So case bank again is a special. In the event you need that, we can do a demo class for that specific case. Then we have access management, where I'll be able to see on the map if I've configured my devices, where exactly. If I have access control devices, we manage them here, and also do live view, remotely unlock doors from DSS. Then we have lift control console and lift control records. We have call center information release and video intercom records. We have attendance records here, so I can fetch. And then we have visitor management records, again from access management. We have parking lot, where I can view which entrance and exit and attach here, so that I'm monitoring maybe probably the parking lot, and locking the barriers if I have barriers, and automatic gates. And then I can also search for information on parking. And then we have visualized parking lot, which you can design and look at that from this point. Then we have intelligent analysis. Intelligent analysis, I'm just doing real-time count, historical count for people counting. We have heat maps. If we had heat map cameras like this, I can search for heat maps that were configured already. Area number analysis, I think we have that for our fisheye that we had configured, so I can search. Probably search, I'm not sure if we'll have any records, but okay. You'll have to configure that DSS to store these records first. So probably have not configured. So we can use a bar graph or this kind of chart. Then after intelligent analysis, we'll have maintenance center. So on maintenance center, remember the statistics we had here, these statistics right here. Now we have the detailed statistics here on maintenance center. We have 58 video channels, alarm in and out, how many devices are online, the storage, location, the trend the last 7 days. Then we look at the CPU of the server, the memory consumed, the disk consumption, network consumption, and also the services running. We also have channel status, where I can monitor the different video channels and see which is online, which is on, and then we look at the like for this case, we have 89 total, 57 are online, 0 is abnormal, and online rate is at 64%. So we need to ensure that we check what's causing this online rate to stick at this value. So we check like and review so that we have online rate of 100% or 99% at least. Then device status, we check which device is abnormal, which device has errors. We have server status, where we check the different resources allocated to the server. Are they running the different servers? We have. Then if we have faults, we can also check how they were handled. Then update the device. So we can remotely upgrade devices from the maintenance center. We can do firmware upgrade to cameras and other devices from the maintenance center. Then right here we have management, where we have download center. I can just select a device. I'll use this NVR. I select and search. If we have any footage on server, we don't have any on server, but I know we have on the device. So I'll check the recordings we have on the device. Then I can select this and select the period I want to download, probably, and then secure all of it with a password. So I'll just put, so that my download clip, oh, I know. So before someone downloads from DSS, you have to put the administrator password, then specify, then choose probably the format you want to download. It could be AVI, MP4, ASF, then say, okay, it will download this video from the device to the server. Then you can use that, transfer that probably for action. You can, if you are recording on the server, you can download from the server direct, like this, we are downloading from that device. So that means there is a bandwidth implication for that case. Okay, after download center, we have local images, where if you had any snapshots, you open that folder where they were captured and saved on the server. We have local videos, a folder of videos where if you had configured, you see exactly which videos. Then we have logs. So we have operation logs. You select, I'll just select all and see. Then search and see. So we'll have live view, all the logs we have. And let me put 100 per page so that we can scroll through, record playback, live view. So anything you're doing on DSS, it will be checked. Then we have device logs. Device logs at the moment, I don't have devices that can transmit logs, so we can't get that. Then we have 16 logs. I'll select all and then search. Again, we'll see which logs are we talking about here, like auto registration, PTS image transmission service, DMS, all the logs you need. And then we have service log debug. So if you are facing challenges with the service, you can start logging in. Like maybe probably the alarm service is not working, then you can just start logging it so that you see how operation, probably when you're facing challenges, then you can then download those logs later on. Then we have the help center where you can check the different materials to just take you to the Dahua website and give you user manual from Dahua. Then still on DSS, we have quick commands which you can configure and set probably commands like get, post, put, delete. So you name them and then point them to where exactly, and then DSS will be implementing that. So these are actually online commands you can do. Then from this, we have that overview. The other part I need to review is this, where you have, it will take you to the event center. Because when you have events, DSS client will always do audio for the events. So if you put this speaker on, then you'll hear that, then it can do pop-ups. Then we have notification center, so that if you have any notifications, you can process them here. Like the video was downloading, once it's finished, we'll get a notification on the notification center. Then you can add multiple sites from client, and also you can log out, change password of the current user who is logged in, and also log the current user from this end. I think that will bring me to an end.